Hey guys, my name is Marcus Taylor and I'm a co-author of the book Get Noticed. And so in this video I want to talk to you a little bit about how to introduce yourself. Just because I think it's a massively important element of small talk that if you can get right will kind of allow you to take so many more conversations from small talk to deeper conversation. So for me, I think being good at introducing yourself is all about being prepared. And I think the things to prepare, I mean there are two inevitable questions that almost anyone you meet for the first time are going to ask you. And that's, where are you from and what do you do? Now if you say to someone, I'm from Oxford or I'm a social media consultant, it doesn't give them many hooks to continue that conversation because, you know, if they don't know anything about Oxford, or if they're not from Oxford, or don't even know where Oxford is, then you know they're going to sound silly if they ask you a question that's really obvious to you. So and similarly, you know, if they ask you what do you do, and you're, you know, like I'm a social media consultant, they might not know what that is. I mean, it's obvious to you, but they might not know, and so that might actually prevent them from asking you more questions or keeping the conversation going. So my advice is kind of prepare maybe like 2 or 3 sentences to introduce where you're from and what you do, and kind of use them, you know, when someone asks you that question. So rather than saying I'm from Oxford, you might just say, you know, I was born in Oxford, I've lived here all my life, but I'm really hoping to, you know, move to Australia in a few years because I'm really interested in surfing and this kind of stuff, because you introduce a few of your interests. So they may not know anything about Oxford or Australia, but they may be able to say, oh, you know, surfing, that's really cool. How long have you been surfing for? Or if they're you know, been to Australia when they're a kid, they might be, you know, they might dive in on that. So say, oh, you know, I really like Australia. I went there, you know, when I was a child on holiday with my family. So it just gives more hooks for them to kind of keep the conversation going with you. So that's my real recommendation, is just be prepared and kind of create a little bit of a pitch for yourself that gives as many hooks as possible without sounding like you're kind of going on forever. Cool. Alright, hope that's useful, guys. And if you're interested in like communication skills and getting noticed and all this kind of stuff, then I recommend checking out the book or heading over to wegetnoticed.com because there's loads of really cool ideas in that. Cool. Cheers, guys.